of Africa for a very long time have been abandoned. Since the colonial period, the drylands had never been really receiving attention like the coastal region, because people consider that it is resource poor. No, actually the dryland regions are the richest regions. If we are talking about eco-innovation for climate change, the drylands region have about 10 months, 10 to 11 months of sunshine. We are talking about 12 hours of intense sunshine, which means the renewable energy potential is huge. The drylands have one of the most dense populated regions. In Nigeria, the northern region are most of the most densely populated, which means we have human resources. We just need to invest. And my message to people in that region is that, look, you are not poor. You are not poor. You have everything to develop. You have all the natural resources to develop. You just need to be innovative.
9 miles wide and 4,750 miles long, the vision of the project is as ambitious as it is necessary. Thus far, only 330 miles of greenery stands guard in northern Senegal and costing the Senegalese government over $6 million since the start of digging in 2008. International organizations have pledged over $3 billion to the monumental defense system. Leaders point out that the Great Green Wall is about more than just protection from wind-blown sand. The project will bring thousands of jobs to impoverished communities and has already transformed otherwise unusable land into gardens scattered with tree nurseries. The influx of tourists, scientists, and medical professionals has also brought attention and resources to a neglected region in which aid is scarce and doctors are not readily available for the needy populations. According to the Great Green Wall Initiative, the goal is to help mitigate the environmental effects of climate change, including the expansion of desertification. The trees will act as a barrier against desert winds, help to hold moisture in the air and soil, reduce erosion, enhance biodiversity, provide new grazing land, and be a source of vegetation. The project is also recognized for the role it will play in local agriculture and employment. Recently, the Nigerian government announced a commitment of 10 million naira towards the implementation of the African Union-backed program. Environmentalists, however, have not been amused by this promise, saying similar government and donor projects were announced in the past, but through neglect and improper implementation, often excluding community participation and ownership, these projects became dismal failure. The initiative has an open end, as it targets ambitious objectives that are meant to be sustained over time, but there are deadlines in which some of the objectives are expected to be achieved. By 2025, it is expected that there will be a reversal in land degradation trends and increased climate change resilience. By 2050, it is expected that huge areas of the Sahara and the Sahel will be transformed into rural production and development hubs.
The Great Green Wall now is becoming and will become one of the biggest successes that you'll find in Nigeria in terms of land restoration. So it's getting big. You know, projects has phases. Sometimes it goes down, but now it's up and it's up to stay.
Nigeria's aspect of the project stretches from Zamfara and Kebbi states in the northwest axis along the northern border of Nigeria to the extreme eastern border in Borno State. However, the failure to fully implement projects in Nigeria had allowed the sand in the desert to ravage thousands of square kilometers of former pasture lands, turning them into uninhabitable desert and hundreds of thousands of pastoralists into environmental refugees and increasing the insecurity situation in the region. The truth is, addressing the environmental trends that are forcing herders south is necessary. Failure will spell greater danger for a country already battling other severe security challenges and potentially for the wider West and Central African region. I'm Ayola Kasim, asking you to join us next time for another episode of the program. In the meantime, our inbox, earthfile@channelstv.com, is available for your comments and questions. You can also visit our YouTube channel, youtube.com/channelsweb. Click on the playlist menu and then click Earthfile to view this edition and other editions of the program. From all of us here in Lagos, it's bye for now.